Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, whenever you're tuning in to this, our first real week of English 202 World Literature. And this week we are into the Enlightenment era. And the Enlightenment era was so called because it was a time in which it seemed as though the lights had come on for many people, that the world was no longer a mysterious place, that science, scientific inquiry, and instruments were allowing men and some women to inquire more deeply into a world that once seemed to be very mysterious. Um, Now, at this time, traditional beliefs in God were being questioned, and traditional beliefs in that God was in charge of everything was being replaced by the idea that God was kind of a clockmaker, that he had wound the universe up and then had set it off spinning on its own, and humankind was allowed to peek into its secrets and find out what was actually going on. This, you can imagine, excited people, but it also disturbed other people, including many intelligent people who decided that there had to be some kind of a system or some kind of key that would make everything clear, that could be followed easily, that could make sense out of the world. In our two works this week, which includes Book 4 of Gulliver's Travels, you're probably familiar with the Lilliputians of the first book. This is Book 4, which is by far the most disturbing, and also Voltaire's great classic Candide. Um, Both men take aim at this search for systems. Jonathan Swift questions rationalism, if it were as perfect or as wonderful as people thought it was, and Voltaire took on the idea of optimism, that this was the best of all possible worlds. Now, this is going to be a very busy week for reading, so keep it up, get started very early, get onto the discussion board, answer those questions, and also you have a journal to respond to. So anyway, good wishes this week for World Literature, Summer Session B. Thanks.